Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, hi. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
You good? I
So,
just all your comments and messages in school. You've been busy. It's fabulous.
how fun.
Oh, that's
Thank
awesome.
you for all your wonderful responses.
Well, you're welcome. I love that you're just jumping in there, getting in amongst it. And it's really cool to see what you've already turned out and built just from those little things. I'm going to have a proper look at your little prompt thing this morning. I had it open in my browser. I had it open to go and have a look at, but no, that's super cool. Hi, Raquel.
Thank you.
Oh, is she there? Now, all these note takers that try and drop in the meeting from people that aren't even here, and their note takers come, and I'm like, I don't know how that works. It's very random. All right, it's cool. Nice to have you both. Um, I'd like to start. Is there anything in particular, maybe Josette, is coming up for you you'd like to chat about or explore, or questions that you've got, or how it can help you? Otherwise, look, there's lots of things we could just randomly chat about, or talk about new tools, or ChatGPT 5, or anything like that. But is there anything in particular you'd like to cover or ask um, at all, or from either of you? Just letting you have this space to kind of let us know how we can help you best.
I don't have anything in particular. I was just dropping in to say hello.
Turn my heater off. No, thank you, Raquel. It's nice to see you here. I know you've been busy. It's cool to have you. Josette, is there anything top of mind for you or?
Yes, there is actually. But first, I just want to say I'm thrilled to be with this community. And I guess it's been like about a week or 2 weeks so far. And I'm just loving the content. I'm loving the community and the energy that's behind it. And it's just up my ante as far as my drive to want to help women online through AI. Um, and so thank you for all of your, um, I was just looking, seeing a bit of your podcast content, Amanda, and jumping into the pool and
Oh,
all
that's
of that. It's been so great just to follow some of those, the content that you were doing online.
awesome.
I
Mm.
um I developed an app for the first time ever. I'm not a coder, and it has taken off. So my request or ask is, what are some of the resources that you would recommend that I jump into um, in
Mhm.
this community?
Mhm. Reading app. Wow. I where to start? There is a few people, maybe Raquel's got some more ideas because there's a few in our community that are really into building those apps and automations and front ends that again, like I know you probably know all the tool. Is it a question about tools or resources or where to look next or
Yeah, just I've glanced through most of the community and I have a sense of it, but I just wanted to drill down a little deeper as to, where I could find the most help the fastest next.
awesome? One that we have in terms of automation and building, Monica Maleva does a support call to our community regularly. And anytime you can drop a question in the main feed. So the main feed is really we go, hey, here's what I've built. Can I get some feedback? What should I do here? Got some questions. Can you guys test this? Is this tool? What should I use? Da 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 da. Anything you need to know, drop it in the main forum under community and just post in there. Secondly, Monica's probably our like a go-to. A few of the people in the community honestly do apps and automation, but she runs a call once a month in a class and kind of would be able to support you in a focused way more about in-depth automations if you've got questions about that because she specializes in that. I'm sure some of the girls, if you posted in the forum, they'd be able to assist. We haven't delved too much into automations like in the classroom or anything like that, I know, but we're building that out. But it's more, haven't had too many people being focused in that at the moment. So that's why we haven't really got a lot of materials diving into that too deeply. But we've more found the value to be in the live support calls where Monica's actually like, oh, what's your use case? What do you need? How can I support you guys? What can we build out? That she finds it's more on like a case by case basis. And there are other school communities that literally just tell people how to automate and build bots and automation, Nate and workflows and stuff like that. That's their whole vibe. But we've got more of a like a general sense of supporting you in your next steps and what do you need tools? Do you need support? Do you need questions? Do you need help? Probably why we haven't dived too deeply into that specifically, if that's your question. I don't know if Raquel's got any advice. I know, I don't know, King of building apps. I know Lanice is building apps. There's a few of them that are really playing in that space quite deeply, more than I do, because I just don't have time. So if anyone else has any particular advice, I'm sure you will find it in the main feed, you know, and ask some questions from the community and they'll help if that's your question, to get immediate help from the community. That's what I'd do.
That's really good to know. Thank you so much for some of those ideas. So I just wasn't clear on how the system works in terms of how to ask for help. Being new in my mindset, I didn't want to be promotional by asking for help. So it's really good to know.
Well, it's good. Maybe I should make that clearer and let people know. Please post in the main feed and please drop your questions and drop your updates. And I put a post up last week saying, yes, you can promote yourself so that people know, like, yes, you can drop things in the main feed. You can ask questions, you can promote yourself. I'd love you to share, like I said, drop your thing that you've just built in the main chat. Go, hey guys, I built this thing, go and check it out. And would love everyone to say, here's my new GPT, here's my new course, here's my new app, here's the thing I've built, here's my new pictures, go and look at them. Anything, like we're here to celebrate everyone. And so I'm really hoping that I'm encouraging people to come forward and share because that's what we're all here for. And we love to see what everyone's working on and how we can help you. And some of the people have apps and they've asked for like users, beta testers and getting feedback and things like that. So I know everyone's really happy and willing to step in and help everyone as well in the whole community. So definitely please do that. Yeah. So
Nice. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Yeah, so that's where you can do that. Um, and in terms of building, we'll make sure that under the calendar tab, again in school, that you can see where the automation calls are coming up. I know it's a couple of weeks away, but in the meantime, post in the community thread and Monica might be able to jump in and just help you specifically in the meantime. She said she'd be happy to do that at any time as an automation question. And then keep an eye out for her call that you can jump on and like live and spend an hour talking to her and getting help as well. So that's there. Um, is there anything particularly at the moment top of mind or a question or that we could help you with right now or just
Uh, no, it's given me a better understanding of the framework and how to how to maneuver into it. It's like going to a brand new website. Okay, where's what and where should I do this? So everything that you've mentioned, I've just taken a few notes and that's going to be very helpful. I'll reach out to Monica and post in the live feed and go from there.
awesome? Would it help if I actually just as a side note, the start here, does that maybe need a few more points in there to maybe that would be helpful if I update that to direct people, let them know that you can post and we can get help and things like that because I've been working on the sort of start here and helping people orient themselves to resources. So maybe I'll add a bit more into that if that'd be helpful, just to direct people. Yeah. So I can do
Yeah,
that.
it's so interesting because when someone's new to an area, it's like I'm looking at different things in different ways, and the people who have been there understand what it looks like to walk into it. So yeah, I love that idea of having one more step on there.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and it's pretty straightforward school, to be honest. You've got the community where we chat, we've got the classroom where you got resources, you got the calendar, obviously where we've got all the live calls and there'll be more coming. We've got a couple more tutors that will be adding live calls in here regularly, so we just keep an eye on them. And then under the other ones are fun, we've got the members list, We've got a map where we can see everybody in the world where they're from, which is pretty cool if the members have all put their location on their profile. And we've got a lot of countries represented in our network, which is super cool. And the leaderboards, and just so you guys know, it is a bit gamified school, and the fact that we've got 9 kind of levels, and the more people interact, the higher the level you go. Yeah, it's fun. And at every level, we kind of give away different perks and resources and offers. And I'm just updating them because we've got some new ones actually, which is really fun. So it encourages people just to engage. You're on the leaderboard right now, Josette, because you've been awesome. You've bumped Lenise off the leaderboard, and I know you guys were up there somewhere, but so that's fun just to help people, encourage them getting involved. And we're going to give, real awesome giveaways back to people at those levels as they engage. So it's just a little bit more fun to keep people coming back. The fun thing about the community thread is that you can always add GIFs, you can add files, you can add screenshots, you can add all the pictures and whatever you want to your post. So it's really just like making a Facebook post, like, hi, write something, attach a file. You choose a category, which they're pretty logical, what it's about, and then just post. And then, that's our just central feed, like Facebook group, where everyone's going to chat and converse and help each other and talk. So it really, I like the feedback from a lot of people is they're busy and they want to keep it simple. And school is simple, and I think that's pretty nice and yeah, much simpler than some other networks. So I hope that helps and keeps it easy for everyone. Yeah. Anyway, hi Jessica. Welcome.
Thank you. I had it on my calendar, so it notified me when I was trying to wrap up my work day that, oh, you got a live meeting. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the first one that I've had all my ducks in a row. I had it on my calendar. I got the notification and I'm here at the computer. So
Yes. You're like me, alarm, it all lines up and I turn up and yes, it's all come together.
you all will be so happy. Well, I'm so happy. I made it all the way through the 9-hour presentation of the summit, the She Is AI Summit, and I think it took me 3 weekends.
Oh my God, love it. Love that dedication. Oh, these girls were all at Raquel was speaking, obviously. These girls were there.
Yeah.
Do you have any what spoke to you, Jessica? Give us your like, oh my God, I loved
Of course, I was so happy to have made it all the way through to the 9th one because something struck me about that last one. And darn if I can keep them all straight. I'm so sorry. I need
Sweeney?
to have it in front of me.
Dr.
sorry?
Sweeney? Dr.
Nikki
Sweeney?
Nikki.
Nikki Sweeney?
Yeah, was it Nikki? Yeah.
Nikki? Yeah.
Because
The
she's
last
got
one.
her own business, her AI Herbert,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which really struck me because I'm part of another team who says, like, I'm in the Audacity women's group, and the leaders of Audacity is just 2 ladies who looked around and said, we don't see female leaders in the AI space. I look around my world and I'm like, I see them everywhere. And they look around their world, they're like, I don't see any. And so they started their own Audacity group, and I joined that too. And they had their own metaverse platform and day-long workshops, seminar similar to yours, except added metaverse component. So it kind of reminded me that, I could thread together all of my communities and tell them about you and tell, I told my surface pattern design group about you. I still have very little guidance as to what to do for the AI fashion design thing. But as far as the seminar goes, it's amazing because I don't know how you pull together all of these badass women leaders. Like, where did you find them all? Like, this was action packed. I mean, every one of your presenters is a leader in her space, and it's very prescient, information that we need to know because we're living in the time. And then I think my biggest takeaway is you need to participate. That's what it was about that last one, now that I'm talking about it, we need your participation as a woman to just work with ChatGPT, work with the LLMs, because it is taking it and feeding it back to the system. So I took that to heart. I'm like, that is very good leadership information.
That is such epic feedback. I appreciate that, and I'm sure Raquel is happy to hear that. As a speaker, they all blew the lid off. I knew that'll be amazing. I even sat there and I was like, this is just incredible. Yeah. It was an awesome day. And everyone that was there and came with such good conversations, and the energy was great. And I know so many people, it was like 1 or 2 a.m. and they're like, but we're staying. This is awesome. I'm staying for the whole call. This is great. But like so much value and incredible things that people need to hear. And yeah, I just hope that everyone can watch it, because such key messages that are so simple, but
They were.
yeah, but so many people just don't realize and how pivotal.
We're building the machine. Yeah. We're building it as we go. That's a common saying as software development goes. They say we're, building the airplane as it's taking off. It's a very common saying, but that's what's happening.
Well, I'm glad you could listen. And yes, as a side note, we are all for cross promotion with all women's networks. We're a collaborative network, like not competition. If there's a way we can collaborate or support each other or cross-pollinate women from us to them to our network to work together in some way, we would rather have an epic global community of women's networks, organizations, and AI working together to help impact the whole world, rather than everyone just in their little pocket just trying to compete and play this silly old same game. So we're all for that. I literally gave a shout out to 2 other women organizations in school yesterday, just like loving what they're doing. So if you see a crossover, or you're like, oh, you'd love this, or this person would love that, or have you seen this? Or look, we've got many of our ambassadors that speak at other events and other communities, and share and spread the word. And like, we've got a lot of women talent in our community that can help other people or advise or speak, or someone might love what we're doing and want to come and be part of it. I don't know. So all for collaboration and cross-pollination where you see an opportunity, all for that. This is just my PSA there. And on the fashion thing, I was just going to say, I don't know if you want any feedback on the fashion, but like, yeah, have you thinking about it? Have you started? Are you not sure? Your direction, some feedback. What are you kind of feeling?
Okay, here's the state of the state. I have been creating outfits for years, but I've been concentrating on creating outfits for She's AI for a month, and I have because I find the directions very hard to read, because it's hidden content inside of inaccessible accordions. I have taken out the content from the website, put it in my own document so I could read it over and over, because it's missing the expand all button. So as I read it, I see a lot of information, but it says, give us, for the first qualifying round, give us 5 images for your 20 look collection. And then I'm lost. I'm like, what 20 look collection and what 5 images? Do you want a shoe and a shirt? And, and it says to focus on the silhouette. I don't know what that means. Like, I'm not a fashion designer, so like, focus on the silhouette, huh? What could that mean? Like the entire outfit? I think that's what that means, like head to toe. Or does it mean side view, front view, back view? Who knows?
Good feedback. All right, I will talk to the ladies that have doing that and get them to clarify and feedback. In my impression, I like to keep it simple. We basically want 5 taster images that best reflect your collection, so we can immediately say, yep, all right, this is you're through to the next round. Like, it's fashion runway, it's a reality show. You've got your pitch, here's your taster dish. Cool, yep, we want to see more. And then you're going to be in the next round, and then you can flesh out your collection and provide the 30 whatever images we've asked for, the mood board, the sketches, da 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 da. So really, what 5 images personify your collection? Do we go, oh, we want to see more? That's all we're asking for, basically. If your collection is shoes, or a shoe and a dress, a person, a hint of fabric, if that reflects your collection in the most beautiful way, so we really get a sense of a feel of like, oh my God, this will look epic, this is great, we've got the talent, we can see the detail. you're in. What 5 images do you think is going to get you on Fashion Runway and get you to the next round? If that helps you think about
Okay.
it. I don't know all the silhouette and all that shit. I didn't write all that.
I
I
know
don't even
that.
understand. Like, forget all
I
that shit. I don't even know.
so silhouette and fashionies, it's in the fashion houses, that's the structure of any garment or
Okay.
any item. So it's like the structure, the shape, if it's A-line, if it's hourglass, if it's like so bell bottom pants, boot cut pants, though
Kind
that's
of
all
sounds like,
silhouette
yeah,
stuff.
they should be standing instead of sitting. I think that's what that means.
Sure.
Like
Right,
your
because you want to
model,
see
Yeah.
like the actual structure, the tailor of an actual piece of clothing.
Gotcha.
With a shoe, if it
Uh-huh.
has a strap, you don't want the strap in your design just hanging on the side because you can't really see, oh, does the strap go across the instep? Does it go back behind the heel and wrap around the ankle? So it's all about the structure of it and different things like that. If it's a hat, a silhouette, is it like a tilted hat? Is it a newsboy hat? Is it a fedora? Different, like the structure of it. So that's in fashion
Yeah.
sense, the silhouette, the shape,
yeah.
outline.
I have not been able to make sense of fashion shows since I was a little girl. I just laughed at them and thought it was the most ridiculous thing ever. So I've kind of scoffed at the fashion world for my whole
I
life,
was
but
in
here I am.
fashion shows ever since I was 2. So.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And
You
me,
can
I was
say you
making fun of
know.
them.
I was just like, dang, you know all about this. Amazing.
Yeah,
Raquel, I swear she
so
knows everything. About everything.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't. That's the only reason I know, but
Uh,
I don't care either.
But I think it's super cool because to participate in a competition like this, because I've never been content with what fast fashion offers me. So why not I feed into the system and participate? So I'm making things that I would love to wear.
it's super cool. Love that. Um, yeah, if that helps. And I think someone said, yeah, it is nice to see someone standing up, but someone had if someone's crouching or sitting down, but you still get an essence of, like you say, the garment and the shape, and it's not concealed, and you've got a sense of it. I think that's okay if they're like a model and they're posing in a certain way that really shows off your item, like they're crouching with the shoes in the foreground, like something really cool that's really going to
Oh,
make
street.
pop.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Cool. You know, or runways, glam as a dress. I don't know. So whatever really makes it stand out and pop, and I think it
like you
makes
would
it.
have to like think of whatever item, like a piece of jewelry. If it's like a tennis bracelet, you don't want someone with their hands like you want them fit like this or something like that, so you can see the tennis bracelet or ring. So that's what to accent. You had to think of the piece of clothing.
That's right. Yeah, a good example. Do you want to give us any teaser reveals, or is it like your collection, or which category, or
Oh,
email, or
so you're recording this, and then I just don't want to pass my vision, my content in
Yeah.
front of potential judges right now. So do we
right?
have any judges in the room?
No,
It's
your secret
probably
safe with
not
us.
right. I'm like, well, if the recording is going out there, like I don't want to.
You could say, oh, okay, no, you don't have to. I just wanted to, yeah, because we've got a few people that are designing for like red carpet glam dresses. But it's cool to see some people in different collections. That's all, but don't have to give away the secrets.
It's not a secret. I don't want to like slant the judging or anything.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all.
No, don't think we have any judges in the room. I'm obviously out, not part of it. Obviously excluded
Oh,
from the
okay.
competition
I
as a
don't have
staff
anything.
member, effectively. So I'm not
Let me
completely
see if I have something up.
biased.
Okay, if we can call this a working meeting, then that's okay. So I'm going to take a minute and pull that up, and you can bring up your next, agenda item or something.
That's cool. Well, I thought today, does anyone want to talk about ChatGPT 5 or anything particular top of mind you'd like to talk about? I've been following like the rollout, and obviously it was not successful and some shit happened, and then they had to roll back the old model, right? GPT-4. The new one came out, and everyone's like, oh, praise be, God has arrived, and oh, and everyone was let down. We didn't like the model, it just didn't live up to it, right? There's some technical shit. Then I know they did an AMA on Reddit, people aren't happy. I don't know, big kerfuffle, but it looks like they'll sort it out. I don't know. Is any feedback initially from trying it? How you guys feel? What you thought? Is there any cool new prompts or use cases? You loving it? You hating it? I don't know. What are we all thinking?
I had a question about that because I saw that roll out and then I didn't really catch the kerfuffle other than people weren't happy, but then I didn't get that rollback. Did everybody else? Did you actually get the rollback?
I didn't really notice it, to be honest, but
Like I still have GPT-5.
I've just got 5. I've just got 5 as well. So I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. I didn't get that, but obviously they said that they legacy model. It's under legacy models. I think so. On the top, no, sorry, it is there.
Like
GPT-4
people
legacy model.
showed.
So you can still choose that, but it's just still on 5. But
I didn't have the option, at least last time I checked. I noticed people were screenshotting, like, oh, yeah, you have to pick the legacy model. And I was like, I can't. I'm still stuck.
oh, do you guys all have that under the models, and you can go down and click legacy model, and they've made it still available. Obviously,
I'm gonna double check if they've opened it back up for me, but I was like, that's weird.
My adult son was
Yeah.
talking about this. He is big into ChatGPT, and he's the one who turned me on to getting a ChatGPT account and an OpenAI account like 3 years ago. And I don't pay for it, so I've got the free version, and I've never understood what everybody's talking about. I think I don't get access to whatever y'all are talking about because I went and looked today, and I don't have a model list. I can't like choose between versions,
I
and
think
it
I'm
just has a
stuck on
full upgrade.
5.
is it still the
Upgrade.
free one doesn't give you the choice of models, maybe?
I'm
Yeah.
on the Teams version.
You're in Teams. I wonder if Teams is a bit different then than just the normal one.
And I'm stuck on 5.
Stuck there. You're stuck there. I'm just on the normal one. So for context, I thought, I don't know if you guys want to correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that you get more of the save the chats and save your memory when you have a paid account. It gives you all of like it understands you, it remembers you, it knows you can build on it, whereas a free account you don't get that. I don't know if it gives you all the models in the free one or not. I don't know because I just immediately came in and paid and I just use it every day. I don't know if that makes a difference. I know that I had like an auntie or something that was using it, just not logged in and didn't save anything. And then she didn't, she was like, well, how does this help me? I was like, it doesn't. It doesn't if you're just randomly using it like Google. You're not logged in, you're not paying for it. Of course, it's not going to be able to help you to its full complexity. So I don't know if there's some pieces that you're missing because if you've not got the full account or you haven't got trained chats with the legacy memory and things like that, and maybe you're not maximizing what it can do for you. Maybe.
What's interesting is that I pay for it, but I have all that stuff turned off.
Oh, yeah. You're operating in secret ninja mode, whereas I don't care. I want all of it in a public, and I don't give a shit if they Google me and they can find my shit. There's nothing like they're too sensitive in there, but I know some people
Yeah.
are really,
Same here. I have all mine turned off.
yeah.
Yeah, I have it like in memory off mode and everything, and I'm encrypted.
You guys are probably smart when they come fishing for my data. I'm gonna wish I turned it all off too. I don't know. Yeah, they're probably smart.
I'm in Canada and I still have ChatGPT 5 listed on mine. The only other one mentioned in the down scroll menu is thinking. ChatGPT 5 thinking.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have the option to get out of it. Okay. All right. So it's at least not just me. I thought it was just me. I was like, everyone else got to roll that. This is why I
Are you in
enjoy
the
this
US?
because I get a chance to like, hey, is anybody else? Is it just me?
Now I can see. So I've got another browser with the free account. It doesn't have the models. It's got GPT for every day or upgrade. So no, you won't have all the models. I'm just going to be very basic, and I've just got pretty much some very simple chats not paid, no memory, no models, nothing. So no, you'll have a very dialed back version. Oh, Jessica, are you going to feed the dogs? I don't know if she heard all that, but anyway, yes, there's a little bit of differences there. Oops.
Amanda, I had a question, since I'm fairly new, and I guess I could put this in the chat, but I just wanted to ask if this had come up before. Because I have a friend that I'm switching topics, by the way. Sorry. I have a friend that is a book publisher, and I know you do the magazine, but she does a lot of anthologies, and that's how I have written chapters in books to get actually published. And I was thinking, like, something that, we were talking about last week that I really love and appreciate is that the collaboration, and things where people can, we have an opportunity to kind of come together on something. And that is something that I really enjoyed doing, with publishing and having kind of like global projects. And that she did really well also, that brought kind of like unified us globally, is writing international books. And then that kind of is like, forever and in print. So has that ever come up as something? Is that anything that like this group has talked about?
Yes, we're doing a lot about books. I'm just waiting to see what your question is because I'm literally in the background working on doing something around book publishing and AI. So I'm just waiting to
Oh,
see
okay.
if that's what you're thinking. So
That's it.
is that your
Anthology.
question? Are you asking if we're doing book
Yeah.
publishing or writing books or AI
Yeah.
books or funnels?
Yeah, or just, kind of like an anthology, like a themed book, something that where like everybody writes a chapter. She does a lot.
I
It's,
see. Oh, yeah.
her idea generally is like we would pick a theme. So the one that I wrote in with her was around like, she actually did a trilogy of anthologies, and it was, we met on LinkedIn, and so hers, it was like, was it last year? It feels like it was last year or the year before, but we did around people that had just gotten on LinkedIn versus we had found our purpose on LinkedIn. So she kind of did different phases of that, or and so she finds kind of these common themes amongst groups of people. And so I was thinking like, oh, like kind of how you put together the summit and how it just felt really cohesive. And so anytime I feel like there's just this like really beautiful cohesion amongst people, it kind of created like a story, and I just think like, I don't know, like there's just so many ways that we can create a storyline. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, Rebecca, I'll jump in. I think that's a beautiful idea. Yeah.
I don't know. So
I was just
I'm
gonna
literally
say-
just spitballing.
I had a conversation with a friend about that earlier about and it's a fun idea because it's a workshop that I want to teach when I have time. But I like just had this vision of and I don't want to say until I really kind of talk with Amanda about it, but and it's how I have been prompting with ever since ChatGPT came out, and I felt that it could be a fun way to get the different women in the community involved to create this kind of collection of stories or poems into a book, crafting under these kind of different archetypes, because I love crafting with archetypes and just seeing how when I write something, changing the percentage or the variation of like my 100 different archetypes that I've come up with can change the tone of the same work that I have created.
Sounds like Amanda has something up her sleeve. So
Interesting. No, I was more thinking about that we've got because I've edited a book and done the covers with AI and helped people publish books, I was thinking maybe that's where you're going with it. And because we have the magazine, we've got an agency partner who literally helps authors do marketing funnels and advertising for their books. So there's something that we're playing with, that there's quite a lot of people that either want to produce their own book or have written them and want to self-publish and maybe want support in that respect. That's what we were playing with, but you guys have got a whole new, more brilliant idea about how to like actually produce, under our She Is AI publishing arm, actually produce anthology, book collection, poem, archetypes. I love this idea. And maybe it can be a really cool flagship project. I know that in the magazines and everyone we speak to, everyone has got incredible mission, passion, the stories, that how they use AI, their reason for using it, what doors it's opened up for them, why they're here, what they're doing. And I think that would be a beautiful, powerful collection. And I love Raquel's layer that we can explore that and archetypes and how we shape that. I don't know. Let's say I love it. We'll explore it. I'm not saying I have bandwidth for it right now, but I love the idea, and that would be beautiful to explore. And we're really open to doing anything in that space, to be honest. Love it. But if someone wants to help do that, honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
only got so many hours in the day, but I love it.
I have InDesign experience. This is my Adobe shirt, and so I've done long book layout. I've done indexing and tables of content. And if you didn't know that was a beast, it's a beast. Like trying to make your own index, you have to know your content in and out and place indicator index markers throughout the text. So I know how to do all that. So like, if y'all need a formatter or whatever, I don't think that chat could format it professionally.
I do project management, like running sprints and all that kind of stuff.
Nice. Nice. No, I think that's brilliant. Even if Raquel, you want to just send something for us to think about and put more thought into it. But I think that's a really beautiful idea. Even if we put the call out in school, if you want to, because it's your guys' idea. Hey, would anyone like to contribute to an anthology? Would you like to put this in? Here's our idea, and then see if people want to submit work, if we can pull something together. But I know, see where it goes. Yeah, we can definitely explore that. But and the other thing I was going to do is, especially on Substack, I'm finding a lot of people who are authors or writers or business owners, and they don't know how to navigate the whole help me design my book cover, help me market my book, help me like, do all these things that they're not marketers. And so maybe we were just thinking about, how do we make them a funnel? How do we design their book? How do we help them get it on Amazon? Da da da. Just very simple stuff like that. But there seems to be a lot of them that need that help, and it's just another niche. Like coaches all seem to need the marketing help, and authors need the help. So, but I love that She Is AI could create something like that.
It was just like a really nice bonding experience, I think, because you kind of feel like when it's published, it's like you feel kind of bonded for life to be a published author. That like I have these words printed and I have a hard copy book, on the bookshelf and stuff, and a magazine too. But like all those things, those hard proof evidence things,
Mhm. I think it was brilliant. I love it. Yeah. Yes, the
Well, writing a book is one of the most writing a book is a very influential starter for a speaking career, because your book may not sell a lot of copies and you may not be making money with books, but they are like the leverage that you use to get a speaking career, which is where you get your thousands.
Exactly. Like President Obama, he wrote all his books and they were basically flops. And then after he spoke, and then his books became New York Times bestsellers.
Yeah, so I'm also working on the accessibility front, and I had already offered to make a mastermind. Did you all read that comment inside of school? I can make a class for She Is AI members because I got my certification recently. How do I say your name? Kinga?
Kinga. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Kinga? You're a
Yeah,
software
Vita
dev.
is the last name, like a vitamin, because you need a little bit of me in your day.
Oh.
Clearly.
I'm a total
Yeah.
dork.
So you're in software dev, and I've seen your intro in the summit, and I saw you speak a couple of times. And so, yeah, in the software world, we do accessibility tests on what we build, and so that's what I'm doing in my day to day. I'm doing UX UI. I'm designing our internal app, and now I'm doing an accessibility audit of it. I've just earned my CPACC, and that is like certified professional in accessibility core competencies. And what I want to bring to She Is AI is my expertise in how to teach your LLM or your vibe coding partner, what questions to ask it, like how to pre-prompt it, because y'all are out there vibe coding apps that are going to fail accessibility audits, and it's just going to make it worse out there for people with disabilities. I want Web3 to open a door for people who have disabilities and use assistive technologies. And instead of creating barriers by a million vibe coded incorrect websites that people can't even get the content of.
It's that and security, I think, are going to be our biggest issues, right? Myra, she did that was it last week? What day is today? Tuesday. So it was last week. And she's gonna start. She did. She was presented at the summit. So I went to her kind of free webinar that she's opening up a class on Maven, and it was really good to kind of warn people. I wish she was doing a little bit more of a red flag waving to people around code that people are doing with these apps. And it's really like, hey, we aren't doing all of the software checks that software development teams have been doing.
We have experts for a reason, y'all.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know much, but I was the one collecting all the sign-offs, and I do know we're not doing that,
Yeah.
And that's where I'm concerned, is around the security stuff too. And so that's what she's talking about, checking in the code through Replit and all that, so that we can release things responsibly. So I think getting Dawn Christie, that's why it's like, she's a really great person, I think, that we have available to us on that front. Just being kind of responsible in so many ways. I think that's going to be the next wave that we really need to pay attention to. And so I've been looking at how we, from the project management side of things, where we're not asking the right questions all the time. There's so many angles to look at.
No, I just think that's brilliant, and that's a really valuable piece, Jessica. And there's a few ways that you could offer that to the community. Like, we do those weekly masterclass calls, that you could do one of them about AI and accessibility, and it's just a public available workshop that people can come to. You could put something in school. You'll see a couple of people are working on a mini course, or maybe just an expert call in school or something, or see if people want some advice or help, or you want to offer a paid offer or something. There's ways that we can help you actually facilitate.
I've got to earn some CPACC or whatever you call them. I got to earn some cakes, and those are like the credits that you have to earn to keep your certification, and they're calling them CAKE, which is an acronym of CAEC or something. Continuing education credit, continuing accessibility education credit. So I'm not allowed to ask for money. So I can make a masterclass here that I'm not promoting a product, and I'm not asking for any payment. And I think that would, I have to run it by my governing body, and I think it would satisfy the needs.
Something you could do, yeah. And even in school, you put the call out, and people might want to do a course on that. I know we've got a little working group on AEO at the moment, because quite a few of the community is like, yep, we all need to navigate AEO. We've asked Dawn, she's advising on cybersecurity for sure, and a lot of people asking about that, so we can put the call out and see if the appetite's there. But love you to do a masterclass to the public, because this is something that people need to navigate for sure.
Yeah, I have one of those specialties that nobody knows that they needed to know it. Like, Y'all didn't know you needed me, but you need me.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's she knows. She,
Mhm.
she knows how much people need me. I've been studying this stuff for 20 years, and it's like, yeah, you can vibe code an app with AI, but it's
I'm
only
breaking rules and I know it. And I'm like, I don't know how to fix it all. Help. Oh my God, I know I'm messing up.
I
It's
swear.
terrible when you know you're breaking the rules and yet
Yeah.
you can't keep up and you don't even know how. So that's why I'm having to learn to do stuff that I never wanted to. I'm like, I'm cursing at it because I'm like, I know too much. I know too much. I hate it.
Oh
Um,
my God.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I put a post about people just vibe coding. I even did one. I made one in 5 minutes just to test how something works. And I know I don't know anything about the back end. I know it was just shit and I'm just testing it. And the internet, someone's like the internet is just me filling up with the shit that's not going to pass any tests. And it doesn't actually, it's not functional and it's not working. I was like, oh no,
So,
yeah, I don't want to contribute.
um,
So
when
yeah.
we when we create even an email sign up or anything like that, if you think about it, so, we have like it connected to pretty much anything behind it. There's so many vulnerabilities that are connected to that because if it passes through Zapier, if it passes
Yeah.
through Make, like
Mhm.
then that's someone's personal information that you're passing through and
Yeah.
you're now taking on the responsibility. And so if you don't have your
GDPR
privacy
statement.
policies,
Mhm.
yeah, all of those, and they're, so like people are just setting up like, oh sure, pass it through this, and if you have like Airtable or if you're using anything like that to pass people's information, and yet people are doing that kind of stuff on the regular.
Yeah,
It's
well, the
like,
European Union is much more stringent than United States on this kind of stuff because they have more regulations in place on PII and data safeguarding and the right to be forgotten. The United States doesn't have the right to be forgotten baked into all our products, and so there's going to be a cultural divide.
There
Mm,
already is a cultural
you,
divide.
you know it, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
cultural,
It's already a cultural divide.
yeah.
And
I care.
let administrations change, even in the European Union, and it'll change.
Oh my gosh, were you the one who brought up all the laws that just changed like the day before you
Yeah.
present?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
She
my
did.
gosh, that was so scary. That was so scary.
When she crushed everybody's world, you mean?
Right.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah.
Oh, just a random question, Jessica. So as we're doing the magazine, do you kind of say, look, are we making sure that our digital magazine's accessible? Are we making sure our content that Shizo is doing is accessible? Is it we try to, like, for example, we're doing courses, we want to translate them into different languages. We're making sure that they're culturally appropriate, that they're localized, that they're translated. Is our stuff that we're building accessible to people because it's on the internet, it's digital? I don't know, is that something you think about that we should be thinking about? I'm like, oh God, what now haven't I thought about? Like,
the
Yeah,
localization, I
we're
know, it's overwhelming.
definitely putting that in the manual,
mm,
Yeah,
that any workshop, if it's going to be recorded and for another region, have the tone match the people in that region.
mm. Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's really important. Have the tone as a matter of cultural respect. Yeah, so we have a whole section on that.
So, yeah,
Which is kind of why I'm off camera, because I'm working on from the equity group, the manual, my portion of it. And I think Dawn is in here too, working on her portion of it,
it's
where she
amazing.
added some stuff. So
That's amazing because that'd be super important for you guys that are new. You may not know the advisory council is like this beautiful think tank of incredible smart people that are helping us advise globally and for Shares AI, making sure that everything we do is really cutting edge and best practice in all respects, and especially as we're rolling out AI education courses globally, that they're not just some more tacky AI course for $27, but actually a framework, a thoughtful, diverse, culturally appropriate, accessible, you know, with ethics and security and all these things baked in the end, with actual depth and thought leadership, and that we make sure we're putting out only quality content that's really thoughtful, is the best way I can sum it up. But you guys are doing incredible work. Yeah, we've got hundreds of women lining up to be trained in AI in the 3 countries in the next few months. So we have to roll out a lot of resources and things, frameworks, and all sorts of stuff. So yeah,
It's awesome.
big project. But yeah, as a side note, just a PSA, just if you guys like wondering what we're talking about. Yeah, just. But yeah, Jessica, anytime if you have an email or you want to let us know maybe a time and day, or when you want to do a masterclass, or how, if you get some feedback and see what your hours and what you can do and what that might look like, and we're happy to advertise that or put it in school and have you jump on and share that, or if you've got some resources you want to put out, a little ebook or guide, you want to run some little working group,
That's what's holding me up.
open to that.
Yeah, I've got to create the resources. I don't have the visual aid. I don't have a slide deck for it yet. I've presented a lot of times in my career, but now I need to find the bandwidth to make that. And I know that's gonna be the icing on the cake, like to give people a takeaway, because they always ask for that. Well, they're never gonna remember what I just said in 45 minutes, but they want that takeaway. How long is your meeting? Are you about to end? Can I share?
We are, yeah, look, honestly, if anyone minds, if anyone has to go, that you can, but we're happy to sit and have a look at it with you.
That's why I wanted you to review your own
Amazing.
stuff.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Oh, that's cute.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
so
It's so
these
cool.
are what I'm dreaming of. Like I
Wow.
you know,
Oh,
Love it.
Gorgeous. I
yeah.
love the layering.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. So
Yeah.
Wow.
you're seeing like low res, high res and stuff. So I've got
Cool.
lots of
Talented.
images. Where are they?
Oh,
Under the Angels. Wait. Those were more Harajuku. I don't know if I'm going to pursue these Harajuku. These are like from a long time ago. I might. I kind of love the Harajuku. That's why I'm and so I paid to have submissions in three different categories. Having trouble choosing whether it's going to be like I think the pro leisure, and I've never done an athleisure one, but mostly these guys are like, they're not runway, are they? I want to know like what category are these?
It's beautiful.
Question. We need a futuristic category.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is amazing. This has got a vibe that I'm like, oh, just incredible. Have you got a vibe or name for it? Like Star Wars post-apocalyptic layering desert music, something or other meets like amazing.
No, I didn't name it, but actually I have a Second Life outfit that is post-apocalyptic, and it looks like this. It's this taupe, like burlap almost thing. That's holes in the Second Life, having holes in the outfit. I love it. But yeah, I'm in a lot of metaverses, so I love dressing up my little avatars and making wearables stuff. I'm buying wearables actually. So
Because it's
okay,
got
so there's
the layers of runway, like it's not just scrappy burlap, it's like got layers and structure, and it's beautiful, but like in its own sort of futuristic way, though. That's
yeah.
awesome.
I mean, like when they're saying a 20 look collection, I'm a little confused. I mean, I think this goes with the other set. I think that's one collection, which I kind of just showed you. Oh, that one looks
That's
cool.
gorgeous.
And um, let me see. And then we go into more Harajuku
Horseware.
where what?
Horseware.
Horseware.
That's right. I just saw the horse picture.
Oh,
Sorry.
did you see my horses?
Funny.
So I do like to prompt for animals wearing blank white clothing so I could put my own surface pattern designs on them in Illustrator. So that's why I do that.
Oh, that's so cool.
But
that-
these,
wow, these are amazing.
you know, these I
Wow.
would never wear, but I just have fun prompting these little guys for anime and for
Oh.
like the there's different flavors of Harajuku, and I kind of did a deep dive with that last year, and I like her a lot. And then, you know, I got some really cool characters that popped out of this prompt. So like I got this for constellations, and so I don't know how to narrow down. Only 5 photos in each category. I'm like, well,
Oof.
I really like that character, yeah.
this is a weird one. I don't understand this until I found somebody who showed me a real designer that does this weird fabric. I'm like, why do people do
I was
this?
about to say that's like something that I just saw in the store the other day.
I don't know. That was
I
a nice
love it.
pair.
That's
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know what category. Yeah, it's
I used to wear that to work.
yours. Mm.
so I've got a lot. I've got a lot of different ideas and looks, and I'm wondering if y'all are opposed to men. I saw some men on the website, so like I think I can put male
yeah.
models in,
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely. You can be inclusive. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, men and women.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, that one's stunning too. That's so
I
cool.
like this
Yeah.
one.
Mm.
I mean, I would buy it at a store. This is what I want. Like, why do we have those stupid lapels with those really weird V cuts in them? You know, like why not simplify lapels?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, if you saw her walking down the street, you'd be like, she's a badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Right?
style.
So,
That one, that one,
yeah.
that one.
Her
I love
too.
that.
Yeah.
so
I think you've got a great opportunity, Jessica, to name your fashion category based on your own story.
Yeah. I need to give you a whole category.
yeah, so here I am working with men and working with pattern and
Wow.
yeah, got a weird one. It's lovely. I love this.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't know why I love that so much, but
Okay, Gucci did something like that like 5 years ago.
really, that's probably why it's coming out. Like,
That's really nice, that pantsuit in that one.
yeah, so look
Like-
at
Legit. Wow.
That one's
uh,
yeah.
Mm.
I don't know why they ended up at the airport, but I'll take it. I think we're talking runway, so maybe it's the airport runway. Who knows? Yeah, so I got a lot of them with masks on. It could have been the input image I used had a mask. So, I mean, I'm having fun. That's what I'm having. Look at this, no eyes.
How funny. That
It
mask
looks
is a
great.
bit
Brilliant
high.
work.
It's amazing. I love the cultural diversity, the fabric diversity. That's really beautiful. I love the vibe. I'll check what category that would be, even if we have to open up, a special category. I think that's stunning. I think the few images that you already showed us, we could like probably pick, yeah, those are going to be the top ones in each category. I think it's beautiful. The constellation man, what do you call that one, in the blue kind of suit, and some of those, what do you call
Like
it?
streetwear.
Gray ones. That's like,
Mhm.
yeah. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah, they all pop to me. It's beautiful.
I like your images don't look anorexic either.
Yeah, natural.
They're-
Oh, really?
that They're like
Yeah, there's some that
healthy
do. Yeah,
size.
totally.
There were a few, but there were quite a few that were kind of closer to normal size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. They all looked pretty normal. But yeah, absolutely inclusive of men and women. Oh my God, in any Yeah, we got someone doing something outlandish with like mushroom and fairy dresses and like nature inspired, like totally doesn't fit in a box. It's not just a runway gown, it's like off the planet, beautiful. And that's what, if we can encourage that, how AI can literally make your mind's imagination come out in real life, that is incredible, and that's what we're trying to inspire. So I think that's beautiful, and you can't always put that in a box. So I'll check if there's a special category for like outside the box stuff. Yeah.
Well, you helped, and I loved getting feedback. And thank you so much for fleshing out the ideas that I have.
Yeah, I hope it helped. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
no, they're stunning. That's awesome. Anything else, guys? I know we're at time. Shall we? It's any
Levi
last?
wants his walkies, so this is Levi.
Oh, hello.
We had dinner. Time for walkies.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
awesome. Well, that's so incredible. We'll let you guys go. Thanks all for dropping by. It was
Thank
fun.
you.
Thanks so much.
See
Nice
you.
to meet everyone.
Yeah, it was great. See ya. Bye, guys.